order, it has been said that every of the House members should go back to their business and continue either the 27 or the 4, and the leadership is under Martin Amaewhule 1. And the election that was conducted a few months ago into the local government positions that produced some chairmen and councillors has been rendered null and void because they said RCEC didn't comply, with the provisions guiding elections, that's that of the Electoral Act. And as well, the budget presentation that was done by the governor, it was said that it wasn't properly done, the legality of the 2024 budget. And so it was presented to only three or four member House of Assembly led by Victor Okojembe, a camp said to be loyal to Governor Wike, while the other camp is loyal to Governor Fubara, in that of Okojembe, and that of Amaewhule loyal to former Governor Wike on the matter. So the May Lord, directed that henceforth the CBN should stop the disbursement of allocation to Rivers State, order some banks as well, until things are done properly on the matter. Many things that we have seen, and by implication, and the government has responded to say, but they are law-abiding, and then they are waiting for the certified true copy of those judgments, and they will, as a law-abiding government and governor, the governor spoke on the matter. I will allow you to have, a glimpse, a soundbite of what he said in the address he made. And now, after that, I will welcome my guest and we'll continue the conversation.
Although we disagree, we are all aware of the recent Supreme Court judgment and the pronouncement regarding aspects of the lingering political dispute in our dear state. Although we disagree with the judgment, we are bound to obey the order made herein as a law-abiding government. Since inception, we have conducted the affair of government within the framework of our Constitution, due process, and the rule of law. While we are not above mistakes, because we are humans, we believe that we have not, as a government, done anything deliberately to trample on the rule of law or the hallowed principles of constitutional governance. Accordingly, I've had a meeting with my team of lawyers, and they have assured me that a certified true copy of the judgment may be available to them by Friday, the 7th March of 2025. I assure you that upon the receipt of certified judgment, we shall study the ramification and implement them without reservation to move the state forward. Furthermore, given the outlawing of caretaker arrangements in the local government system, I hereby direct head of local government administration to immediately take over the administration of the 23 local government council, pending the conduct of a fresh election by the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. I further direct that the outgoing local government chairman to formally hand over to the head of local government administration by Monday, 3rd of March 2025. Although our dear state seems to be back in trying time, I urge everyone to remain calm and peacefully go about with their legitimate daily activities as we continue to do everything in our power to advance our responsibility to citizens.
All right. To make more sense of this conversation for us, we have been joined by an essay to Governor Fubara on new media, Bernard Odike. He joins us virtually. Good morning, Mr. Bernard Odike.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Femi.
Thank you very much. Good to see you again.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, this is where we are right now. The court said the leadership of the State House of Assembly is under Martin Amaewhule, and they have directed that henceforth Rivers will get no penny until the proper things are done. And these are some of the things we are seeing at this time. And the local government election you conducted is null and void. By implication, a waste of money, a waste of resources. No leader has been produced, and those that are there, they have been told to pack their bags, and the government has said, you guys can leave, hand over to the end of head of administrations in your various local government. How heat are you at this time? When I mean you, your principal and the government of Rivers State.
Okay, Mr. Femi, as expected in life, there are always two sides of a coin. The governor is upbeat. He's not demoralized. You heard him make his speech yesterday, his broadcast yesterday, to the effect that he has said, just like as the legal team has promised, as I've said, maybe they will also promise that on or before Friday, 7th of March, that the certified true copy of the judgment of the Supreme Court will be made available. Meanwhile, while that is being awaited, he has made certain pronouncements, like you rightly had pointed out from the Supreme Court judgment. It's unfortunate, but what should we do? We are a lawful nation. We're also a law-abiding people. The Supreme Court has spoken. Part of what they said is that the local government election, which was conducted on the 5th of October 2024, it was invalid or null and void. So to that effect, the governor had made pronouncement that the local government chairman should hand over to the head of local government administration, pending the conduct of elections in the local government elections in the state. So that's where we are for now. The governor is obedient. Nothing has spoiled. Nothing. Though it's quite unfortunate because we know where all these are coming from. So that's it.
Where is it coming from? They're coming from the Supreme Court, isn't it?
No. All these things have to do with. We all know we're Nigerians. Power play. So. It's we won't say that they were totally unexpected. We were prepared for the worst case scenario.
All right.
It's okay. Precedents have been set. We want to also believe that in future, maybe it will become a legal precedence. It doesn't matter who is at the receiving end today. The person who is gaining today might be on the receiving end tomorrow. It's quite unfortunate. Nobody, what brought us to where we are. Let's even understand what brought us to where we are. Somebody was a governor for 8 years. Yeah, he had interest, decided to support a particular candidate along with all of us in the state. And then a new governor emerged. Ordinarily, in a sane climb, the man who finished 8 years had no business coming to impose himself on the new man. You allow him to run the government, and then whatever it was, like he said, that there was breach of agreement. And we have been asking, what is the agreement that was, breached? And as I speak till tomorrow, nobody has been able to say this, we are this, and that. Now, next thing we saw was that the governor was to be impeached by a group of persons loyal to, the former governor, who is presently the FCT minister. Before then, because a particular man, Right Honorable Edison here, who was the leader of that 10th legislative session of the Rivers State Assembly, he refused to play along with them. The next thing they did was to now try to suspend him And I want to believe that there is already, a precedent judgment by the court that House of Assembly members do not have even a right to suspend a fellow lawmaker. Yes, they have that. They have it as their rule, but their rule does not supersede the place of the laws of the land or even decisions of the courts. So that's where the problem started. There became a division in the House. They failed in their attempt to impeach the governor. That's where the problem started. And then along the line, while they were doing the tussle for, who was, because the House factionalized. Edison became the speaker of one faction, while Martin Amaewhule remained the speaker of the other faction. Well, instead of them to wait for that cause to run through, suddenly, on the 11th of December, Martin Amaewhule and his colleagues decided to defect to the All Progressive Congress. Having done that, based on Section 1091G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, okay, it was believed that having defected for no cogent reason, based on the fact that there was no division in the party through which they came to that house at the national level, that they had vacated their seats. So this now brought up, a situation whereby the other faction had to now invoke the place of the position of that constitution as seen in subsection 2, where the speaker had to now declare their seat vacant. At the time, Edison had already assumed the position of the speaker of that house and declared their seats vacant. So now, based on that, the governor was not part of that problem, even though they wanted to impeach the governor. That it was a case of division in the house. So, having looked at the constitutional provision, knowing that, yeah, these men truly had vacated their seat, the governor began to deal with the fashion of, not even fashion, the legitimate House of Assembly, led by Edison, and then made presentations and all the rest and carried on and began to run government based on that. INEC was communicated to, according to the law, to prepare and conduct by elections to fill up the seats that were left vacant. And then this man, instead of obeying and then going by what the rules should be, started dragging on. Along the line again, the same people who defended their defection even went to the point of getting affidavit. Now, kind of turned around to deny that they did not defect. Are we all stupid? Talking all sort of rubbish that it was doctored, that those videos, they were doctored too. If channel, like your station now, publishes something against me, something that I did not do, what should I do? Should I not seek legal redress for publishing what I did not do? Have we seen them take up any action against any of those stations and all the rest? And you hear people talk about that. Look, for the legislators, once that letter is transmitted to the House of Assembly and it is read, it is believed that defection has taken place. And those who argue that the name must be registered and all the rest are just arguing what they don't know. There's no place in the law where it is said that until the name of the person is found in the register. Look, they have made it public. They have come out to say we have left PDP, we have gone to APC, and they show it was everywhere. They were the ones that brought media people that covered them. This is in the public place. By right, even the judges should also, are they not in this country? Did they not see? Not only that, the Tony Okocha, who is the so-called chairman of caretaker chairman of APC, received them and boasted that now they are members of his party. He received them. Why did they not also sue him that he was lying against them? Thereafter, legal advisor of the APC National came to Polo Club here in Rivers State to welcome them, and they all mounted the rostrum and also declared how they have defected and joined. The chairman of House Committee, at least I saw his video still trending, which I have even trended them more. Because we have to call to consciences. The governor is not insane that he will just carry maybe bills, executive bills, or whatever, begin to transact with a 4-man or 3-man House of Assembly. But as at the time governor began to transact with these people, it was assumed that the house was constituted with just only 4 persons. And thereafter 3 persons. And as it were, these were the legitimate members of the house. And there's nothing stopping the governor from transacting with them. That's where we are. And today as we speak, look at what we are, where we are today. It's just mockery of what we're doing. It does not show what happened in Supreme Court it does not in any way represent merit for any of the matters. It does not. It does not. But what do? We will not allow things to degenerate into the state of anarchy.
Yes, you know,
that's the position of the governor.
Yeah.
So let's watch and see, like as the governor has said, that by Friday, maybe on or before Friday, believing that they will get the certified true copy of the judgment, they will study it and look at it, and then, like he said, the judgment will be adhered to. You know,
right?
So that's it.
Now, part of what the Supreme Court said was the order given to the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Accountant General of the Federation to stop further release of financial allocations to Rivers State government with immediate effect. And the Apex Court directed that the order shall be enforced until the Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, stops, these are the words of the court now, stops all his illegal, unlawful, and unconstitutional activities. You know, the Supreme Court further said that no money should be released to the Rivers State government until a lawful appropriation law is enacted under the Martin Amaewhule leadership of the Rivers State House of Assembly. And, you know, the court lambasted the governor for engaging in criminal activities, these are the words of the court, by demolishing the House of Assembly with impunity just to prevent the 27 legislators in the Rivers State House of Assembly from sitting to carry out lawful duties. Justice Agim ordered that the clerk and deputy clerk who are unlawfully redeployed out of the House of Assembly must be allowed to resume work alongside the House of Assembly workers. Honorable Odike, are you embarrassed that your governor and the government of Rivers State have been described with these strong words from the court? Unlawful, illegality, criminal. These are very strong words. That's all Governor Sim have been engaged with as regards this matter. Are you embarrassed?
No, I am not. Like all I recounted, I said here that the governor is not a person of unsound mind. The governor is not insane, where he will just begin to act lawlessly. The Governor Fubara we know is a law-abiding person.
But the Supreme Court has described him.
No, I'm coming. Supreme Court are the judges of the Supreme Court are humans. Though authority vested on them, they can say whatever they want to say.
Their words are laws.
No, we know. We're coming. Like I have recounted here. You know, Governor Fubara did not act lawlessly. Governor Fubara acted based on provisions of the Constitution. But the Supreme Court is saying the Supreme Court is
illegality and criminality.
No, the governor did not do anything illegal. The governor did not do anything criminal.
The court said
the governor acted. The governor acted within. Look, the governor acted within the ambit of the law. But Supreme Court is saying no, that he did not.
Same
and
laws
all those
of our
words
land.
They used.
Yeah. I mean, same laws of our land.
For instance, they say that he demolished the House of Assembly. For goodness sake, some criminals or some people, arsonists, went to that Rivers State House of Assembly on the 9th of 29th October 2023, and they bombed that assembly. And you know, as a responsible government, assessment was made on the integrity of that structure, and there was, you know, there was the conclusion from those professionals that the integrity of that structure has been affected. As I speak to you, that House of Assembly complex, the affected area is being rebuilt. It's being rebuilt. So whoever they're saying that the governor, you know, acted in impunity or did whatever, you know, they are free to say whatever they want to say. Those who are informed know. Supreme Court judges, yes, we respect their decision. We respect them because the law has said it should be so. But they are not infallible. They cannot so make mistakes. They are not God. We all know the truth. What is the truth? Like I have recounted before, Governor Fubara acted based on the Constitution. And then concerning the structure that was brought down, it was based on the place was bombed and the integrity of that structure was affected. So there was need to bring it up to avert catastrophe. And as I speak to you, that place is being rebuilt. So we know when these things are being said, perhaps if I don't know, I can maybe if I had the picture now, I can show you what's happening there.
Yeah, sorry, if I may. You mean it wasn't for the purpose of fear of being impeached that the governor did that? Because that was what the worst that was the narrative of the Supreme Court. That was what they said. And your principal was fearing.
Look, that is, you know, the Supreme Court the Supreme Court judges are not God. They are humans. And they have relied on...
I'm not sure you are casting aspersions on them, are you?
No, I am not. I am not. I say they are humans. They are not infallible. But what they say is final, so long as the law is concerned in the land.
Exactly.
You know, they are not infallible. That does not mean that they cannot make mistake. They are humans. They can make mistake. They can err.
Those judgments are unanimous decisions. It wasn't taken by one person.
No, the worst case scenario, I'm coming. The worst case scenario is maybe an innocent man who is prosecuted and then a kind of sentenced to death for a crime or more that he did not commit. You know, even court takes such decision that will take the life of a person. Even sometimes an innocent man could be sentenced to death, not because he committed a crime, but because the law, the judges have said so. And somebody will be killed, you know, for something he did not commit. But the law, because the law empowers them to make such pronouncement, it stands. So in this case, thank God, it's not about killing somebody. So whatever they have said, like what I have said, is that whatever the governor did, he did within the understanding of the law. Okay, but now, Supreme Court, in their wisdom or whatever, decided to believe what they believe to arrive at. So
your principal has agreed now that yes, he is wrong, and so he's going to make everything right.
Is it what?
As by this implication, has he agreed that yes, he is wrong and is ready to make everything right?
Who is wrong? Didn't you hear the broadcast of the governor? Didn't you hear? Although we disagree, that's on the clause 2 of that broadcast. That's what I'm
saying. He said he disagrees.
He said, although we disagree with the judgments, we are bound to obey the orders made therein as a law-abiding government. That's exactly what we're saying. The Supreme Court is vested with the authority to make pronouncement that people should obey. No appeal. Nobody can, except maybe the government decides, okay, fine, this thing didn't go down well with us. We want to apply for review of it. You know, and then the Supreme Court will have to, maybe they have the prerogative to either review or not to review. So that's where, if they don't also review, whatever decided stands. Except we want to, create a state of anarchy. Who know, majority of Rivers persons will tell you the same. The people are not happy. In fact, some people are even saying that, your boss is being too quiet, he's being too gentle. You know, you should just take it. No. The two wrongs cannot make it right.
Moving on.
The governor has acted decently. You know, it's unfortunate that sometimes like the court would make pronouncement, like you said, lawless, impunity, and all the rest. Governor Fubara is one man you cannot identify with such words, and he is not.
Well, these are not my words. They are the words of the court. But some will say, just like the governor has just said the right things, not that he had the choice. He doesn't have a choice. He is a product of law by himself, so he must follow the same law. The Supreme Court has... No,
he has a choice. The governor has choices. Not that he does not have choices.
You have a choice against the words of the Supreme Court?
No. I'm coming. In every situation there are choices, but like the governor said, although we disagree with the judgments, we are bound to obey the orders.
That's what I'm saying. You can disagree, but he has no choice.
The governor can wait. If the governor wants to, after all, even Governor Wike, who was governor here, had disobeyed a whole lot of court judgments. Heaven did not fall, and we have seen in this country a whole lot of disobedience to law. Even these 27 lawmakers who vacated their seats by virtue of their defection, and today Supreme Court is affirming their matter has not even come up. Their matter is before a federal high court, the issue of a defection, because earlier on when state high court made a decision, they went to court of appeal. Court of appeal, I think, threw away that matter on the grounds of jurisdiction, that state high court does not have jurisdiction to argue whether they vacated or they didn't vacate, that it's federal high court. So there is a matter for the federal high court on defection. So I don't know what will happen on 30th of April when they adjourn the matter, but whatever happens, like the governor has said, we are bound to be law abiding and to carry on according to the law.
Very well.
It's not like that. If the governor can decide to say, look, to hell. The governor can decide to say to hell. Whatever that will happen should happen. Yeah, but he is not saying so.
I understand.
Like I said, he has choices, but he has decided to follow the law. Not that he does not have choice.
Now, I know. I know. Everybody always have a choice. But what I'm saying is, as a noble person, he is even a sir by the way. So he's a knight. And so you will only expect something noble from a noble person. And he has told the only choice that a noble person will take, and that is the right, the choice of the Constitution. Now, the weakest camp, in fact, Minister Wike himself has reacted to the matter to say, this is the Supreme Court setting off impunity. These are his words. To say you are not God, you should not play God. And then it is impunity taken too far, and Supreme Court has done the right thing. He said, look at it. Somebody can just wake up in a day and decide to have anything that he wants and constitute some persons to be the State House of Assembly and go ahead with it. But with this judgment, the Supreme Court has quashed that, and everybody should learn not to impunity. Nobody should play God. How do you react to that?
2015, 2016, the same weekend who is talking, when the majority of our assembly members, when the elections were nullified by, when a court of appeal upheld most of the lower, most of the judgments, or decisions of the tribunal, that a majority of them left, leaving about 6 or thereabouts of members in the house. Did Wike not transact business with that assembly? What's he talking about? Let's even talk. Let's even begin to look at it. Look, Wike is the person who plays God. He should leave all these things he's doing. We all know. See, the highest judgment will come from God. No man can play God and get away with it. You can temporarily, like Delegate was said, any evil done to man by man shall temporarily, shall be, how did he even put it? Shall be redressed or something. If not now, certainly later, because the evil, the victory of evil over good is temporary. So any man who thinks he is making gains on an unjust way because of maybe advantage you have, be ready. Someday the judgment of God will catch up with you. All right. And then you will understand how far.
All right. Because of time, I understand you are very busy this morning. Just 2 questions. Number one, is the fact that Martin Amaewhule has been pronounced to be the Speaker of the State House of Assembly. What choice do you have now as a government than to work with him?
Well, like I said, whatever happened, Martin Amaewhule and his colleagues created this, alongside their Oga Wike, created the situation. They were already working with the governor as elected representatives of their people in the Rivers State House of Assembly. They came and created the whole situation. The governor did not create it. Wike and his men created the situation. So if the court, by virtue of the decision of the highest court in the land, Supreme Court, have said, okay, this is what it should be, then, well, what do we do? But don't we still feel that, let's see what happens.
Yes.
We still feel that I'm coming. We still feel that the case of defection has not been dealt with. Let's see what happens in Federal High Court on 30th of April. All right. Going forward, like the governor has said, when he received when the CTC of the judgment is gotten, they will look at it.
Very
and like
well.
he has said,
that
they were bound to obey
quickly
the orders of the Supreme Court.
Mr. Odike, 30th of April, it's quite far from now, so to speak, more than a month from now, actually. And the leadership is now, by the order of the Supreme Court, under Martin Amaewhule. Do you fear that your principal might be impeached, under the Martin Amaewhule, because we know where he belongs, and then he has the majority of loyalty with him? Do you fear for that?
No, we fear nothing. Look, Bill Clinton was impeached, right? Was he removed?
We run a different system.
American president.
We run quite a different system, Honorable.
And I'm coming. In his first go for the presidency of America, he was also impeached, right? Was he removed? So we have seen cases. Impeachment does not, even when I was a councillor, we also impeached our chairman, but we didn't remove him because along the line, the process did not run through. So impeachment is not a death sentence. If Martin, we know that that's where they are going to, but they will fail. They can't remove the governor.
But you don't have the majority.
No. It has nothing to do with majority. They cannot just come and sit down and remove. They can't remove. They don't have the power to remove the governor. After they finish whatever they want to come, they might indict the governor as they wish. That's their wish. I'm coming. They might indict. They will indict the governor according to their wish.
All right.
Are you understanding me? They will do that. When they finish, they will send their resolution to the judiciary for panel to be set up to try the governor.
Very well.
At that point, the governor has the right to defend himself. So he will defend himself, and then it will not be left for the courts to decide if the governor is guilty or not guilty as alleged. So that's what it is.
So you are prepared for whatever comes.
They don't have the power. The assembly, the Rivers State House of Assembly does not have power to remove the governor. They can impeach him. They can investigate him and impeach him, but they cannot remove him.
So whatever comes under the leadership of Martin Amaewhule, your principal is ready.
We are here. We are also the people who elected them ab initio. We will also be watching them. Perhaps we will also begin to invoke aspect of the law that talks about recall. If, like our people will say, if a masquerade begins to display so stubbornly, they will point at the tree with which the wood they used in carving it. So if they don't also act well, just that we are just in a society where things do not work the way it should work. Unless these people would have recalled them since. People who defected and we are proud of it, turned around to deny. That alone is erosion of integrity. They are not men and women of integrity.
That particular case is in court, and I don't want us to run sub judice of that. Now, do you feel, I take it as your parting shot, like now that the election didn't follow the process of the law, is inconsistent, but the verdict of the Supreme Court, do you feel, that you hope Rivers people some kind of apology because you have wasted their money, wasted their resources, wasted their time for conducting an illegal poll?
Rivers people apology. No, Rivers people believe that the governor did the right thing. So governor does not owe us any apology. We are with him. We believe that he did the right thing.
But he has wasted their money.
He did the right thing. He didn't waste our money.
How so?
Those men were elected, and within the period they were elected, like for instance in my local government, the chairman in my local government has done it. In my own place, he has done like 1.2 kilometers of road.
But he and others are they are just product of illegality.
No. That is, yes, well, because the Supreme Court said so. But as at the time they were elected, it was not illegal. They were elected legally. But Supreme Court says otherwise. So Rivers people believe that the right thing was done. Though Supreme Court has said, like I said, we know they are humans. Okay. They can err.
That's why I keep asking.
They have said,
are you saying the Supreme Court are wrong? That's what I'm saying. Are you saying they are wrong? Yes or no?
If I'm saying they are wrong.
Yeah.
Wait. I have made my point clear.
Yes, you have.
Okay, I have made my point clear. We would not also want to denigrate the apex courts. Those people are just humans who are occupying that. If I may, position.
It's your use of words. You keep saying they are human. They are human. They are not infallible. That's why I'm saying. Are you suggesting
they are not infallible? They are wrong? So now I've seen judgments. Where the Supreme Court. I've seen statement by former Supreme Court judges. I think somebody like Chukwu Difo put also. I think was the one who made that statement.
All right.
I can't quote it very well, but paraphrasing it. That they occupy the highest. They occupy the position of the highest court in the land. But that they are not infallible. They are not infallible. They can err, but when they speak, it becomes authority.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So that's why we have to also be praying that people that occupy such position should live up to expectation. They should be people of integrity, of sound mind, people who can stand and face God to say, look, by the grace of God you gave, by the grace you gave to me, I was able to do that which I know.
Very well. But as you are saying that, you are praying for that sound men, people of integrity, people of conscience to do the right thing. In that same guise, don't you think we need those same people that can look at political officers, governors, president in the eye and tell them that they are wrong if they are wrong? Don't you need those kind of people too?
Yes, that's what society should be like. That's what society should be like. So
they have said your principal is wrong on this matter. Why are you not?
That's what they say. That's exactly what to say. That's what they say. That's their judgment. But Rivers people are saying no, that it is not true.
All right.
Their governor did not err.
All right.
So that's the truth. Rivers people are with the governor. Forget about the noise you're seeing. If that day they gave the judgment, that they gave the judgment in favor of the governor. You know, you would have seen how the eruption of what do you call it, jubilation in the state.
All right,
but it's not.
I understand. We
yes.
have to go now. Honorable Bernard Odike, a special advisor to the governor of New Media. We appreciate you for your time and your take, and we pray for the prosperity and peace in your river state and in Nigeria as a whole.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. We take a quick break now. When we come back, we look at, you know, the legal angle to this development. Stay with us.